If you look at data on individuals with the ENTJ personality type, you could infer that they are practically impervious to stress since they are career-driven, workaholics, competitive, impatient, and aggressive. Let's face it, the contemporary world is becoming more stressful, and no one is exempt, not even the ENTJs. So then, how do successful ENTJs deal with stress while achieving their goals? We will let you know, so stay with us. Number 5. Exercise. Per Harvard Health Publishing, exercise reduces levels of the body's stress hormones, such as adrenaline and cortisol. It also stimulates the production of endorphins, chemicals in the brain that are the body's natural painkillers and mood elevators. ENTJs are able to more effectively pull themselves out of their subpar feeling function when they engage in physical activity, which in turn enables them to concentrate more intently on the here and now, on their own bodily presence, and on the sensory world that surrounds them. Endorphins, which are responsible for the reduction of stress, are also produced in the brain when one exercises.
Interesting.
Number 4. Physical intimacy. Many ENTJs have found that becoming close to someone may help them restore their balance. This makes perfect sense, given that it stimulates the individual's tertiary sensing function while simultaneously giving their thinking side a rest. According to an article by Medical News Today, sex can serve as a natural way to relieve stress. Interesting, isn't it? Well, we have more factual ways to help you understand your personality type. All you have to do is to subscribe with notifications so you do not miss out on any of our content. Anyway, the article further went on to say that researchers found that expressions of intimacy, whether sexual or not, help to bring cortisol levels in both males and females back within normal range. This particular point has been shown to be effective in dealing with stress, not just for the ENTJ personality type. Number 3. Get some alone time. When under extreme stress, ENTJs often avoid being around other people.
I see.
They'd often have rage-related outbursts and would prefer not to cope with the guilt afterward. They have a higher chance of finding balance and reducing their overall stress levels if they have some time to themselves to calm down and get some perspective on the issues at hand. What then causes people who are so extroverted to feel stressed and crave solitude? Keep an eye out, because there's more to come as we also look at 4 things that stress ENTJs out. Number 2. Venting. After spending time alone, ENTJs often claim that talking to a supportive friend or member of their family makes them feel better. They just want somebody who would listen, comprehend, and not criticize what can appear to be an extreme overreaction. And why not? Dr. Eva Stuvitz, a clinical psychologist with a focus on stress management, says that if you don't open the lid periodically, the steam can build up and cause you to feel even more stressed. Number 1. Get outside. Going outdoors and having a stroll, jog, or just gazing about will assist the ENTJ in activating their sensing side and releasing a grip stress response. In order to prevent cognitive abilities like thinking and intuition from being exhausted, it may also be helpful for individuals to cease overusing them. So, if an ENTJ and you feel stressed exploring the outdoors, it will help you with your health. Case in point, whether you're walking, climbing, bicycling, or swimming, it can lift your spirits and boost your self-confidence. Additionally, it will improve blood flow to the brain and produce feel-good hormones like serotonin and endorphins, which support this heightened sense of well-being. Now that we have that out of the way, let's speak about the top 4 things that cause ENTJ stress. Number 4. Being in an environment that lacks vision. Future-focused planners, ENTJs are constantly thinking about ways to develop, grow, and thrive. They are always looking to the future. They plan and imagine what may be accomplished in the future using their expert control of intuition and thinking. They get bored, dissatisfied, and frustrated when they are unable to carry out their goals and objectives. Case in point, goal-oriented ENTJs will use whatever moral means to accomplish their objectives. They can't abide being around or engaging in ineptitude themselves. They have a mental flaw that is almost impossible to overlook. In the ENTJ world, effectiveness and continuous improvement are paramount. So undoubtedly, they generally feel stressed by laziness. but this will address shortly, so stay with us for more information about that. Number 3. Having to be a follower. ENTJs are born leaders who like taking command and seeing their goals through to completion. Being a follower, staying in the background, and taking instructions from someone they perceive inept or without the same strategic or visionary capacity is challenging for them. They can only enjoy working under someone they see as wise, diligent, and possessing comparable ambitions and drives to their own. They hate this because ENTJs are natural leaders. Just take a look at Miranda Priestley from The Devil Wears Prada. To ensure that she continues to hold the top spot at Runway magazine, she deliberately manipulates and maneuvers others. Number 2. Guilt over being critical of others. ENTJs may struggle with speaking without first considering how their words may affect others. Their least developed function is their liking for feelings. Thus, they may not be aware that what they say might be offensive or hurtful to someone else. They seldom purposefully hurt others, but they often feel that their motives are misinterpreted.
So unfair!
When they unintentionally offend someone they care about or lose their anger and say things they don't intend, they may feel terrible and irritated. Stress may cause ENTJs to lose their cool and seem scary to others around them. Number 1. Laziness. ENTJs don't enjoy themselves if they aren't improving and going ahead. Thus, they don't see why someone would be lazy.
That's fair.
This type's driving factors are ambition and hard effort. They constantly push themselves ahead and experience an exhilaration that other kinds would find difficult to comprehend. Being around individuals who are slow or indolent stresses and irritates an ENTJ. They believe that time is really important and should always be utilized in the most innovative manner. So yes, they are hardworking. Take for instance Harvey Specter in the TV series, Suits. It's safe to say that Harvey Specter is a true ENTJ powerhouse. He has a lot of drive, charm, and foresight. ENTJs are some of the most creative leaders and global changers you'll ever encounter. They have an intense, forceful presence and an unwavering will to achieve. And we believe these recommendations may assist them in dealing with stress. ENTJs having some of the lowest stress levels is one of the least things that makes them unique. To know more about what makes them unique, check out our video on what makes the ENTJ female so unique. Sorry guys, but these are for the ladies.